Hey everybody, welcome back. We are getting ready to watch some more Ozark. Purdy's right here. Fangs is right there in her little condo. Ignore the food bag. It's empty. It's waiting to go to the dump. And that's it as far as kitties. So it's the Saturday before Halloween. I've got my little sugar skull earrings on. Can't quite see those, can you? My little sugar skull earrings. My friend made those. I took off my prisoner outfit that I had on. It's supposed to be in the vein of Hannibal Lecter. It's got the mask without the little bars, so it looks funny. But it says Cell Block Psycho on it. So I wore that at the art gallery today and tried to be a little festive. Watched Penn State and Ohio State. Thought we were actually going to win one, and then we blew it. So at least we didn't get blown out of the water like we did against Michigan. So that's good. I think at best we're going to get a New York Six bowl game, maybe, if we win out the rest of our games. So we'll see. Plus, they like to give us New York Six games because New Year Six games because we have such a large fan base and it brings in money. So that unfortunately plays a role in bowl games as well. I say unfortunately because that's not really fair. It shouldn't be based on the fan base itself. It should be based on how they play. But yeah, that's where we're at. As far as what are we doing here, we are getting ready to watch some more Ozark. I don't have any recorded, and we're getting ready to start season two. Does your eye itch? She's doing this. Getting ready to start season two. I've had some questions after the last episode. Is Rachel coming back? I think she is. Otherwise, she took off with 50 mil, right? And Tuck is her son, right? So she wouldn't just leave him behind, would she? But maybe. I don't know. So Rachel's gone. Dell is dead. So Navarro is going to have to send somebody else in his place. Don't know what Marty did with Dell's vehicle, but the FBI were pissed because they weren't actually able to nail anybody doing anything illegal. Jacob Schnell, is it Schnell or Snell? I think it's Schnell. He thinks he's king right now, and he made a deal with Navarro so that his heroin will get distributed. We'll see if that deal still sticks or not now that the bride has gotten all trigger happy. Marty and Wendy seem to be getting closer. They own a mortuary now. And that's another reason why I think Rachel will come back because there seemed to be a little bit of a spark between them, between her and Marty. And now that he and Wendy are getting closer, I think the writers will make it Marty's turn to cheat. Not that they should take turns. But story wise, I think that will end up happening. We've got Jonah, who it seems like he could be a sociopath in the making. Maybe not. He's kind of treading the fence right now. And Charlotte, who just wants to be loved. Did we wrap up everybody? Oh, and Mason did not kill the baby, but is he going to be back or is he going to leave town? I have a feeling this is a good place for him to leave town unless he goes total evil. I don't see much of a storyline for him. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, and I didn't talk about, oh, what's her name? I want to say it starts with an R. Is it Rita? That doesn't sound right. You guys know who I'm talking about, though. She's running the lickety split. and she's grown to like Marty. I don't think she knows that all the money's not in the hiding spot anymore where she thought it was. But where's it, Nicole? I forget her name. I don't think she knows that the money's gone, but she killed her uncles in order to save Marty's life, which I think shows the level of respect that Marty has gotten with her. So maybe he will teach her the business and they will become partners. Hopefully, partners that don't screw each other over. So I think that's the majority of it. We've got Wyatt and three and the gang on that side of things. The Bobcats were growing. They may keep Wyatt around because of Charlotte. They might not. I could see it going either way. Three wasn't in it much, and I still don't know if that really is his name, but okay. So let's go ahead and get into it. Season 2, episode 1, and let's see what kind of shenanigans is going on while Fangs watches from little her little spot right there. Right there.
There's some shit you should probably know before you get out.
So we're picking up.
I told you about Marty Burton, right? How he was some fancy fucking money manager.
Okay, so they're going to use the characters to give us exposition and catch us up and do the recap, which is kind of cool. Kind of similar to what Shameless did, although Shameless did it in the off the cuff kind of way and talking to camera, whereas this one is keeping it in the show. So that's kind of cool.
And before you start giving me grief about not going after Marty's money, I talked Marty into hiring me. I don't know what happens fucking next.
So I like the way they did the recap. I think it's interesting having her tell her dad that. So it is confirmed it's her dad. Cade is her dad, which still makes me question that comment from all the way back when. Creep, if I heard him correctly. So I liked that. I liked how they did it. So cool. This one is called Reparations, which is my understanding. Don't quote me on this, but reparations is paying back or making up for harm that you've done to somebody else. So it could be it's usually financial, but I think reparations can be done in other ways as well. I think that's the correct context, correct definition. I hope they keep doing the symbols too.
What about Santorini? No. No? It's white sand
It's
beaches.
Wendy and Marty's voices.
Tourists. There's Slugworth.
Slugworth.
Steve Simmons.
What's Slugworth from? Is it a cartoon? Or is Slugworth the name of the guy from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory that was supposed to be the spy trying to get the gobstopper recipe? Slugworth. I'll have to look it up in editing. That reference, the references that are right on the tip of your tongue, but you don't know exactly what they are.
She's the founder of Missourians for Morality.
There they
Hanging out
are.
with the other Missourians is probably more fun.
Okay, be nice.
Good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Dell's replacement? Or are they going to try to find somebody else to invest in? Oh, I forgot about the 900 and some $1,000 that they stole from the realtor guy's mom. So will that come back up too? I know that they ended up paying for the funeral because they bought out the funeral, but is he going to come up with more reasons to have the money back? Oh, our symbols. Well, we've got our black tie, and I think we just saw our black tie event. We've got some matches, a campfire, could go together. Is that a match? Oh, no, no, it's a crowbar. I don't have my contacts in. Crowbar, campfire, and a lamp on a table, on an end table. So somebody is either opening boxes up or opening walls up. Campfire, there's a lot of camping in that area. So is it an actual campfire or is it like a fire in the fireplace kind of thing? Who knows? And we're going to be at somebody's house. We'll have to see whose.
It feels different.
Well, that's because you're trigger happy and you're going to
Should
make
have
him do
killed
all the
this
digging,
Mexican.
cleaning up your mess.
It's part of the covenant.
Is there going to be a divorce
You're
coming
a
up?
sweet boy, Ash.
Ah, think we found our campfire. I've got it really loud in my
Randy?
ears. I'm probably yelling.
Thank you.
Hi there.
Okay, my honey.
You have the keys to our Mexican friend's vehicle.
Yeah.
I was wondering
Here you
what
go,
they were going to
Ash.
do with the
Just,
vehicle.
This is a drill we're familiar with.
Okay. See ya.
You buckle up. Drive safe.
Marty's smart not to trust them.
Am I supposed to believe that?
The woman brought you fresh honey.
Hopefully they don't eat it. As much honey as I eat of my dad's, I wouldn't trust their honey because they like to kill people. And Marty knows that.
Figured you should have half.
What's that from?
Took it the night we were putting it in the wall.
Oh, say your name. I forget it. It's like 4 letters.
And I don't think any of that.
Ah, parole hearing.
It goes straight to a voicemail, just like yesterday.
Yesterday, too, huh?
Yes?
So we're picking up with not a lot of time in between
Is
it
your
all.
mom and sister home?
Whereas the first scene where they were at the ball must be towards the end of the season. Only one wall.
Fuck!
Yeah, Marty. She's looking for which ones have bodies in them. If you don't get those in the cooler, they're going to get pretty rank.
I was wondering, why do we use the freezer when embalmed bodies don't need to be refrigerated? Yeah, I think we could save an enormous amount of money on
Embalmed
refrigeration
bodies
costs
still
if
will
we
get a
turned
smell
the
to them
coolers
when they get
into storage
warm.
units. And he wants to test drive his final ride. That's okay, isn't it?
They're going to move the money into the
Well,
coolers.
It's all highly unusual.
Remind him of the game he plays.
What did you tell the kids?
Just that we had to work late, not to
There's
stay
the
up.
crowbar.
Buddy's with them.
Is that Marty or somebody else? I can't remember what vehicles they had.
I hope you're using a rubber.
It's not like that. We just hang out.
I just want him to have a nice place.
So he did get parole?
Start straight.
Bobcat. Baby bobcats
exit
sound
door.
like babies crying. I don't know if I said that when they first showed them. I probably already told this story too. When I worked at a camp, I was driving the van out to the adventure camp part of the camp, and I started hearing it sounded like a baby crying. Couldn't figure out what it was. I opened up the hood of it stopped the van, opened up the hood, and there was a baby kitten in the engine. So pulled it out and had the brightest blue eyes and all that kind of stuff. And next thing I know, it scratched me and went on. So I was like, okay. It went into the woods, and I was like, all right. So went on with what I was doing for the day. Well, then I was talking to the EMT who was manning the first aid area later that day. Happens to be good friends with our family. And he yelled at me. He goes, never pick up stray kittens. It was a baby bobcat. Didn't know that. So that's my experience. We also have lynx in the area as well. I saw one of those in person, but didn't touch it. It was at the front door when we came home one night, and it stayed in the headlights for about 5 seconds, and then ran off into the woods. But you could see the tufts in the ears. So I remember that. We supposedly have mountain lions in the area. As far as stories we used to tell as kids, but I don't think there are any mountain lions. We do have coyotes, and they've attacked animals in the area, including my dad's dog. Almost killed my dad's dog. So yeah, that's probably the biggest of my wildlife encounters, other than snakes and spiders and stuff.
Have you seen my humanities folder? It's next to the TV.
This is Buddy,
Okay,
right?
guys.
Next time I'll aim lower, shoot him in the ball sack. Avoid the shattered glass.
What happened to the body?
I was
We
going to
took it
say
to
Buddy's
funeral
earned the
parlor, we
right
cremated
to
What
sit with the
funeral parlor?
family.
Have you killed other people?
Crickets.
it. I understand. Yep, bye.
Bad news.
Is everything okay?
Ruth. Her name's Ruth.
Simple business arrangement.
All of
So
life.
this is the
Simple
new
business
number
arrangement.
2.
I am simply suggesting that all farms are unique. Quality can vary.
She does have a little more
That
tact
can
than
be
Dale
tested,
did,
right?
so that's good.
You do realize that you're betting everything on being able to pull this off.
Yeah. 6 months, you're gonna have a casino.
So that was the scene we saw at the
Let
end.
me ask. This was productive.
Was it productive? What are the state laws on casinos? Because for some reason, I'm thinking, I don't know if it's federal law or if it goes by states, but I thought, well, no, that can't be true because of Nevada. I think in North Carolina, you can only have a casino if it's tribal, belongs to the tribal people. And because that's part of how they get reparations. I don't think that's the right word, but that's the only word that's coming to mind for basically being shooed off their land and moved and stolen from and all that kind of stuff and killed. And so so my question to you all is do you know what the laws are on who can own the casinos, who the casinos can benefit? Is it a federal thing? Is it a state by state? All that kind of stuff. I don't think all of the casinos in Las Vegas are owned tribally. Tribally? Is that a word? um, so, so yeah, now I'm doubting what I was originally thinking. So let me know.
First, get your pants on! Get your pants on! Fucking pants! Get out! Sorry, get out! Fuck! Ugh. Okay, good. Get the fuck out of here. Are you clean?
I'm giving
Why'd
you the
she ask for
opportunity to
that?
introduce
Clean
casino in your
drug-wise?
district.
You got any
Clean
idea how much money they make in the States
STD-wise
or
or
not?
STI
I
now?
do.
Come back and talk to me when you do. Have a good one.
Was that a state representative?
Wilkes. You gonna make me ask you? I know you got more.
Missouri.
Oh, their alarm works.
The code is your birthday!
What are you even doing out of the house? No, not like prisoners. Get to bed, please.
Then like what? Like people we're trying to keep safe.
I'm gonna wash down some heart medicine with a large bourbon.
Good night, buddy. Sorry. Where in the world do you want to disappear?
They got right back into the same
Well, I
position.
disagree.
Who's that?
Lakeview.
Is that Wilkins?
Invite us to the lake house. Then you will.
Oh, maybe we'll get to that scene by the end of this episode. Don't like him.
Nigga creep up on your ass.
What do you think, little girl?
Came down quite flat. Sweetness, when you park that, nigga,
Ah.
eat that. I'm fucking with
That's how she's making her extra money. Being a pimp. So that's Cade.
I didn't say shit.
If she had, they would have had her by now. So is she going to stay with Wyatt in 3?
Get over here.
Oh, please don't do creepy stuff. I still don't know if I heard things
Hello?
correctly or not. There
Well,
seemed to be
what's the
signs that I
emergency?
did,
told
but
Ruth.
I bought a table.
we are getting
Bought a
it
table.
tonight.
The second you get back around politics, you get this look. You know that, right?
No one drives 4 hours to tell someone to stay away.
Yeah. Well, she's. Congratulations.
He didn't
For
have
what?
anything nice to say.
Okay, done. Anything else?
Oh, that was easy.
Okay. You take tomorrow off, hang out with your
They're
dad, and
so
we can
awkward
start
with
day
each
after
other.
tomorrow. Australia.
All right,
Wendy.
picking up
Come
where
on.
we started.
Nope.
So now we're going to see what it's all about, right?
Oh, I'm so
I'm so sorry. Please excuse me.
Pardon, I'm so
No, we're
That was a
fine.
good
We're
plan.
fine.
A
Yeah,
client of mine swiped his credit card here recently, and I'd love to take a look at your security footage.
they're going to find Ash. Are they going to kill them and then take it? Yep, they're going to kill him and then take it. Well, you can hear him gurgling. I can, you probably can't. Kill shot. Although he is already dead. He just ended his suffering. There's a lot of sex in this episode. Somebody gonna run into their car, or are they driving now? They found Ash on the camera.
He's rather distinctive.
Yep. Shoot. Marty can still play it off.
Distinctively not Dell. To negotiate reparations for Dell's death.
There's reparations.
So were you ever
Who's
scared
going to
in there?
die now is what I want to know. I think Ruth is going to have her hands full. What's the
Jacob,
light?
there are Mexicans at your gate. They're ready to come up here and wipe us all out.
There's the light shimmering in the background. Oh, it's the fire. So we've got the black tie, the crowbar, the fire. I forget what the fourth symbol was.
No more compromises, no
Oh,
more deals.
lamp in the table. There's the reparations.
You know it.
That might work. Shocks me that he did it, though. They accepted it. Ruth. Is this Kate trying to sneak one in on her? Don't creep me out.
He ain't your daddy.
I'm thinking she's starting to wish he was.
Come and gone. And still the days.
I don't think she knows what to do with the skulls. Okay. We got some answers. Whoop, we're back already. That was quick forgiveness. We've gotten some answers from the questions that we had. So they hadn't disposed of the car yet, and that got screwed up. I understand Wendy's reaction because she wasn't on the front lines with Marty back in wherever it was. Were they in Chicago? And so to see all of that up close and in person, it's starting to be a little too much for her. And I get that. Cade is out, and I don't know if I should be getting creeped out or not. I'm sure you all are laughing at me because I'm probably overreacting because I probably misheard what was said way back when, but I'm still creeped out. It's still a little creepy even if he hadn't have said that back then. I think Wyatt knows the truth without even Cade doing that hint, hint kind of stuff around the campfire. We'll have to find out, but I think he knows the truth. And I think I said that on the final episode or the episode in which they died. But so Ruth's got a $25,000 raise. So that's nice. I'm trying to think the most I've gotten of a raise. Oh, I don't know where my phone is. The most I've gotten of a raise, and that was only to get the positions so they were competitive in the market so they could hire people, was about 2,500, I think, a year. That's a nice raise that she got. Plus, she's going to learn how to cook the books, and that will benefit her in the future. Not keeping out of the law, but it'll benefit her. She may end up becoming partner at some point. I don't think it'll happen this season, but it's easily working that way. It looks like Wendy was able to smooth talk the politician, and they're going to be able to build their casino. And they both begged the Snells. I'll have to review the tape and see if I reacted to him knocking out Ash and killing him. I don't think I reacted because I just edited the one where Dell was shot in the face, and I didn't react with that really. I don't think my eyes even got big with that. So I'll have to look and see if I even reacted with that. I was surprised. Whereas we had a little bit of warning with her shooting Dell because Dell was being condescending and rude. Not that it wasn't true, but but, but he was being rude. So Wendy's already learned how to cook the books for the funeral home, although there's a big truck out there. She may have problems with a funeral guy. So we'll have to see how that goes because he was like, that's not really how it works. Rachel did leave town without Tuck. I still think she'll be back though. We got to have some distraction for the couple other than the money laundering itself. I'm just trying to sleep. Charlotte's getting frustrated, which she was getting frustrated at the end of the other season, so that fits, especially since we picked up where we left off. And Jonah still seems to be on the fence on whether he's a sociopath or not, but he's been adopted into the family. He knows what's going on. He doesn't care. He kind of likes the family, I think. So, does that catch us up with everything? Oh, did I finish commenting that I think Rachel will still come back? All right. Thank you for joining me on this one. Get the matter out of my eye. That reminds me of a song. Maybe I'll sing it later if you guys want me to. If you do, remind me. It's Grandma's in the cellar. So, we used to sing it in Scouts. Thank you for joining me on this one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.